Okay, so 3.1 and 3.2, this is going to be long division, polynomial. Long division and synthetic division. And I'll tell you the difference between these two. Okay, so let's go through long division first because you have to use long division on certain types of problems. So let's do long division. Okay, and your problem is going to look something like this. So you'll have like 7m cubed minus 37m squared plus 43m minus 11 divided by 7m minus 9. Okay, I wrote that really big. I'm going to have to start writing smaller. But, so we can set this up as just a division problem. So we're going to do 7m minus 9 divided by 7m cubed minus 37m squared plus 43m minus 11. Okay. The first step here is to divide. And we're going to divide first with first. And what I mean by that is I'm going to take this first term and I'm going to divide it by this first term. Okay, so I'm going to have, and I'm going to just write it off to the side over here. 7m cubed divided by 7m. Well, 7 divided by 7, those can just go away. M cubed divided by m is m squared. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here. Wherever my m squared term is, I'm just going to write above it, I'm going to put whatever I just found, which happens to be m squared. Okay, my second step here is to multiply, and this is to the outside terms. So I'm going to multiply here, and I am going to multiply there. So m squared times 7m is 7m cubed. M squared times negative 9 is negative 9m squared. The third step is to subtract, and we are going to change the signs. So when we subtract, I'm going to do this in, let's do red. So I'm really going like that, but we can distribute this subtraction sign into both of these. So then this becomes a subtraction sign, this becomes a plus sign. Okay, and I can just erase this subtraction that we put on the outside there. So then 7m cubed and 7m cubed are gone. Negative 37 plus 9 is negative 28m squared. And then the fourth step is to bring down next term. So I'm going to bring down this term. I have plus 43m. And then I just repeat myself. Okay, it is very, very, very similar to doing long division with numbers, which is, I went over that in the video. So now we're back to dividing. So I'm going to divide first with first. So I have negative 28m squared divided by 7m. And negative 28 divided by 7 is negative 4. M squared divided by m is just m. So this is going to be minus 4m. We're going to multiply. So negative 4m times 7m is negative 28m squared. Negative 4m times negative 9 is positive 36m. Then we're going to subtract, which when you subtract, you can really just change these signs. So this becomes a plus sign, that becomes a minus sign. Negative 28m squared plus 28m squared is gone. 43m minus 36m is 7m. And I'm going to bring down that next term. And then I repeat again. You repeat until you have nothing left to bring down. So then I'm going to do the 7m divided by 7m. And I get 1. That 1 goes up top here. 1 times 7m is 7m. 1 times 9 is negative 9. Subtract, change those signs. So this is a minus sign, this is a plus sign. Those 7m's cancel out. Negative 11 plus 9 is negative 2. So then this is going to be minus 2 over 7m minus 9. Now, when you're doing your homework, it's going to ask you for like, I think it says like dividend or something, or it asks you for like your answer part. I don't remember how it's worded, but it'll ask you for your answer and then the remainder. Okay, so the answer here, or like your, so it'd be, I think it's dividend. Hopefully that's the correct word. But this would be m squared minus 4m plus 1. And then the remainder here would just be negative 2. Okay, there will be some where you have to input it just like this also. And you'll be able to tell the difference. Okay, let's do another problem. But this time I'm going to use a different type. Well, let's do this with long division, and then I'm going to use it with synthetic division so that we can see the difference. So if you're given this problem right here, 3x cubed, minus 9x squared minus 4 divided by x minus 3. So let's do this with long division. Notice here we don't have an x squared, or we don't have an x term, right? There's no x. So we have to put a 0x in for the x. So when we divide, this is going to be 3x cubed minus 9x squared plus 0x minus 4. And we're dividing by x minus 3. Okay, and let's write the steps over here. So the first step is to divide. First with first. These steps should be written down somewhere in your notes. The second step is to multiply to the outside terms. I think my pen is dying because it's like going way slow. That's okay. And then the third is to subtract. And you change the signs. See, look, I can't change signs. The fourth is to bring down the next term. And then you repeat yourself. Okay, so we're going to start with dividing first with first. So we have 3x cubed divided by x, and you get 3x squared. Then I multiply, so to both of these, 3x squared times x is 3x cubed. 3x squared times negative 3 is negative 9x squared. Something weird is going to happen here. That's okay. So we're going to subtract, change the signs, which means that now we're going to have this cancels and this cancels. So I'm really left with like 0x here. So I'm just going to bring down that 0x, but I want two terms down here, so I'm also going to bring down that negative 4. Okay, and then if I divide here first with first, I have 0x divided by x, which is 0. So I'm not going to put that up here, which means that we can, if you do negative 4 divided by x, you can't do that. It doesn't give you a simple term. So this must be our remainder. So then this would be minus 4 over x minus 3. Okay, And we can do this with synthetic division, which I think you guys might like a little bit better. So synthetic division, you can only use when you're dividing by something with just an x. So only when you divide by a linear term. Like this one that we're doing is linear. So here we can set this x minus 3. So we have, we're just going to use the same problem up here. But I can set that x minus 3 equal to 0, and I get x equals positive 3. And I can write this out. So this will be a 3. On the inside, I'm going to write these coefficients. So this will be 3, negative 9, 0, and negative 4. The first step is to bring down that first term, and then you multiply, and then you add, which you'd get 0. 0 times 3, multiply again, use 0, add 0. 0 times 3 is 0, negative 4. And then to figure out what these like terms are, since this was a cubed, this is going to be 1 less, so this is going to be x squared. This would be x. This is our constant, and this is our remainder. So we get the same answer of 3x squared minus 4 over x minus 3. Okay, I will do one more with synthetic division. Can I like clear all this? Yeah. Okay, so if we have 2n cubed minus 2n squared minus 50n minus 38 over n plus 4. Well, I'm going to set this n plus 4 equal to 0. And I get n equals negative 4. So this is going to be negative 4. And then inside I have 2, negative 50, and negative 38. Okay, I bring down that first term, and then I multiply. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Then I add, I get negative 10. Negative 10 times negative 4 is positive 40. Add those, I get negative 10. Negative 10 times negative 4 is again positive 40, and I'm left with 2. Now this was an n cubed, which means this is 1 less, so this is going to be n squared. This will be n. This is our constant, and this is our remainder, so I'm just going to put it over what we were dividing. So our final answer here is 2n squared minus 10n minus 10 plus 2 over n plus 4. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Hop on Google Meets if you want more instruction. Thanks, guys. Miss you guys. Bye.